This year's Asogli Yam Festival, themed Let's Eschew Greed, Unite for Peace, Development and Prosperity, started on 6th of August 2022 with a lot of activities including hiking at the Adaklu Mountain, a youth empowerment forum, and anti-corruption day celebration. A colorful grand deba of chiefs and people of the Asogli traditional area climaxed the celebration. Dignitaries across the country graced the occasion. Speaking at the grand deba, former President John Dramani Mahama indicated that the country is currently confronted with major challenges that needs urgent attention. He bemoaned what he called greed and self-centeredness, which has permeated Ghanaian politics. While commending the Agbugumafia of the Asogli state, Tegbe Apode the 14th, former President Mahama said, the revered chief deserves gratitude and not insults for returning the ex-gratia of over 300,000 Ghana cedis.
For our nation to prosper, we must eschew greed and self-interest and unite for peace and development. Our country today is confronted with major challenges. For our nation to prosper, we need to eschew greed. This is a message that must resound not only in our families, but also in our places of worship, in our schools, in our workplaces, in our communities, and among the leadership of our country. In a time of great strife and difficulty that we are in, what we need is unity and not division. As people in authority and in leadership, we must not massage the truth, but we must be bold always and fearless in speaking the truth. And I must say, one traditional leader who has always spoken the truth, no matter who is hurt by the truth, is Asogli Afede the 14th.
The former president also stated that the next NDC administration will review the 1992 Constitution in relation to the payment of ex-gratia to Article 71 office holders and also complete projects abandoned by the current government, which was started during his administration. According to the former president, the Nana Akufo-Addo-led administration has lost the fight against corruption.
This government, the NPP government, has completely lost control of the fight against corruption. President Akufo-Addo, in his inaugural address, promised to protect the public purse. Today, even that public purse cannot be found. The revelations in the Auditor General's report for 2021 is simply a microcosm of the real extent of the seeming institutionalization of corruption under this administration. I'm glad that you're using this festival to draw attention to this important national issue that requires the support of all citizens to address. As I said recently, I want to assure all Ghanaians that the next NDC administration, as I've recently said, will revisit the matter of Article 71 emoluments, especially the issue of ex-gratia payments and the size of government, to cut down on expenditure as a way of protecting our scarce resources. Asogli has been a powerful pillar in the development of our dear nation, and as a distinguished businessman and a respected traditional ruler who has served as president of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs and also the immediate past president of the National House of Chiefs. He's never shied away, as I said, from expressing his views on critical national issues. Ghana is the only country we have. We must therefore work hard and do all we can to protect it from abuse from whichever quarters that may come.
Addressing the gathering, the Agbugumafia of the Asogli state, Tegbe Apode the 14th, says the economy of the country has been exposed by COVID-19 and the Russian-Ukraine war. He says, although the current administration has borrowed huge sums of money, little can be said about the developmental projects in the country.
Our economic problems predate COVID, and they predate the Ukrainian war. We are lucky to be so much, 30% of all known mineral resources of the world, so much of the world's arable land, yet we contribute so little to the world's output, and we remain poor. And the worst part is that we have become highly indebted. More worrying is the fact that while we accumulate a lot of debt, we cannot tell exactly what all the debt has gone to do for us. So we still lack a lot of the base facilities, poor roads, and that has been witnessed by those of you from far away. From Accra to Ho, you saw how bad the road is. From Apollo to Ho, you saw how bad it is. What is more worrying is the fact that many of these roads used to be very good. If they used to be very good and they are now so bad, it means that we have actually retrogressed as a country.
Tegbe Apede the 14th also urged leaders to uphold genuine legacy and also focus on developing the country and desist from corrupt practices.
We single out corruption as the biggest challenge of our time. Corrupt officials cannot help to achieve our objectives because they are focused too much on making money for themselves. It is important that we focus on the objectives of state, objectives of our companies, and reduce that penchant for taking what does not belong to us so we can move our country forward. We also noted waste in the use of our nation's resources. Those are matters that must be dealt with. The ex-gratia payments that are undeserved, the sale of vehicles that are only a few years old to their users, while the country goes through for money to buy new vehicles. Government officials traveling with reckless abandon. Today they're in London, tomorrow in New York, leaving work undone while they spend our scarce resources traveling. Those are areas of waste that we have to deal with. But it all requires that we have good leaders. Leaders who want to leave genuine legacies. Leaders who are concerned for everybody and not just their close relatives and friends.